Alrighty guys, so I have the keys to my new project and I'm going to take a look at it right now. Now I think that my description and what I gave you guys in my Instagram video was very clever. So I'll see if you guys can guess it now. You probably can easily with the title of the video, but it's a 2010, it's a 4-door, it has power and AC, but it doesn't run. You guys have any ideas what that could be? It is by far the most expensive purchase that I've ever made. It is, well, I can tell you more about it now. It was a pain in the ass to get. There were so many holes and hoops and stuff that I had to jump through. It was a completely new process for me. So I didn't have all the money to buy this outright. And because of that, I had to get a loan. Now, the loan process, especially nowadays in my area, has become a lot more difficult to get approved for versus beforehand. Now, do you guys have any idea what that could be? What do you think I bought? That. So it's probably not what you guys are expecting. So obviously I bought a house, but I didn't just buy a house. So I bought a house. Actually, let's back this up. I bought a garage that has a house attached to it. So this thing is very different. This isn't built like a typical house. The person that owned this place had a hoist inside the garage and there's a lot of space in there. I'll get into that in a bit, but let me first show you around here. So I bought a bungalow. It's a house that was built in 2010. It's not too big, but I mean, it's more than big enough for what I need. And they're starting to do a little bit of construction behind my house. So there's gonna be a new subdivision going on back there. In the meantime, everything on this street, the street that I'm on, is pretty much all sorted. So let me first give you guys a little walk around of, you know, what's going on inside the house before I show you guys what's happening inside the garage. So the person that owned this beforehand was a retired firefighter, and I heard that he did some side jobs and stuff like that after he retired. So he'd tinker on stuff, he'd work on cars, he'd help the neighbors out and stuff like that. But he was a very, you know, mechanical, handy guy. As you guys know from the channel, I like to think that I am a little bit too. And I think this house makes perfect sense for me. So if you guys walk into the house, this is the front entrance. I have my living room right here. I just spent a bunch of money getting furniture, a TV, so that I could watch F1 and play my Xbox. Come on. Yeah, there's so many different things that you guys are gonna learn, especially if you guys end up buying a house, or even whether it be an apartment or something like that. The number of things that you're gonna have to furnish, like the random things that you didn't know, or you didn't really expect to buy, like towels. I had to buy a console table like this, lamps. I'm fortunate enough that I had my parents help me out a little bit, so I have their old couch, some of their old family room stuff. After you come in from the front doors, there's gonna be a hallway here, and there's the kitchen here. So this is the kitchen. It looks a little dated, but I mean, for what I need to do here, this is perfect. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not the best cook. I can do like some breakfast foods and stuff like that, but I don't really take care of dinner, so I don't know how much time we'll be spending here. Of course, I've got the microfiber detailing towels here. Come on, why can't I? And of course, a full drawer of them. Fire extinguisher was definitely something that you guys should consider if you guys are, looking at getting a house or a garage or whatever. I bought 2 of them, one of them for up in here and another one for the garage. Front door is over there, front entrance is there. We're gonna go this way. So this is down my main hall. This is the laundry room right here. And I just recently changed out this sink. I'll show you guys in a bit the other sink that wasn't here, but I changed it out because it didn't look that great. So I got this to basically, tie itself in with the other white cupboards that I have going on here. I have a red washer and dryer, and I'm really considering taking off the Maytag emblem right here and replacing it with like a Ferrari one or something like that, just to make it a little bit fun. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but it's a work in progress. We'll figure that out soon. So this is a 3-bedroom home. So this is bedroom 1, bedroom 2 is right there, and the master bedroom is there. So the first owner, or the person that was here before, when I was looking at the listing pictures, they made this their office, and that's what I'm gonna be doing here. So this is where all of the editing and everything is gonna go down. I still have a bunch of stuff to like put up with the walls. So like the stuff from my schools, my degrees. One of my friends made this, which is absolutely unreal. It's like a little picture or a little drawing of my house. I absolutely love it. And I was saying to her, my friend Lily made that, if she makes, if I keep buying houses and stuff like that, or even if I sell this place and move, I would love to have her make a new one for me every time I move. I don't know, I think it'd be cute. These little foam things. So these sound insulation pieces that I had at my old house, or at my parents' house, I had these hung up on the wall, and I realized after coming into here and, you know, getting any kind of work inside the office done, even if I'm on a phone, if I'm on a phone call or whatever and I'm talking to someone, the amount of echoing in here is so different because it's not what I'm used to. These have to go up, at least in my opinion, because it makes the room feel better. It's kind of hard to describe it, but it basically decreases the amount of echoes and it makes the room feel more full. Here is one of the washrooms. This is like the guest washroom, if you'd call it. This is the main one that, you know, if someone were to come over to your house, that's the one they would use. This is an extra bedroom. This is bedroom number 2. It's not anything fancy. I've just got some extra, you know, boxes and stuff like that back here. That door is usually closed. Here is the master. So one thing that's actually bothering me with this is the light in here. It's not only not bright enough, I find, but the fan and the old remote that controls it isn't exactly the newest. Right there. It looks, you know, you guys can kind of tell by the color of this. You know, usually plastics and stuff like this, when they're like that gross yellow, you can tell they're old. But guys, this is more than enough house for me. I had to assemble and buy a new bed because the one at my house, when I started to disassemble it, it broke. I gotta apologize for the mess. You know, it's not the cleanest right now, but you know, I'm just moving in now and it's a little bit of a hassle, let's call it. There's a lot of work to do. So when you come into the bedroom, there is the master closet, and there's going to be the master bedroom, or not bedroom, master bath in here. I mean, for the first house, with no kids, just me, this is more than enough house, but let me talk to you guys about the main reason why I bought this place. So this is a 1,500 square foot bungalow located in Southern Ontario, and I had to pay, I think it was 13% over asking to get this house because real estate down here is absolutely insane. So this is a 1,500 square foot house, and I have a basement. Houses in Ontario, we typically have basements so that we could get below the frost line. My basement is an unfinished version of this minus the wall. So it's pretty much all open concept. And that's actually, I think, where I'm gonna be putting all my car parts and everything so that the garage is gonna be nice and open. Now, there's 2 ways to get to the garage. One here, through that door. That'll lead right to the garage. And obviously the other option is from the garage doors. Let's go outside. So I'm gonna show you guys the insides of the garage in a minute, but let me first go to the end of the road or end of my driveway and show you what's happening over here. So this place has a very wide, 3-car wide driveway, full concrete, and there's a pad on the backside that was also poured at the same time as this, and that's gonna allow me to pretty much put any kind of like car, let's say if I'm not working on it, back there, and it's gonna be behind a fence. So, two door. This side of the garage, you can see it isn't as wide as the other side, which means that side is probably where I'll be getting all my work and everything done. So, let's open her up. Let me show you what's inside. So first thing you might notice is that it's not actually that bright inside the garage. So the previous owner to the house had a hoist right here, a 4-post, and he took it out when he left. He sold it. I really wish that he kept it here so that I could use it, or hell, even if I'd buy it off him. I knew that, like, if that was an option, I probably would have gone that way, but I'm gonna have probably another air compressor maybe in the back. The little one that I have here that I brought from my house, it's not exactly the biggest, and I wouldn't mind upgrading because I also upgraded and bought a bigger version of the sandblaster that I reviewed on the channel a while ago. So this garage is much bigger than my parents' garage. And the nice thing too is that I was sharing it with my younger brother. This now is all mine. So this is a 26 by 26 garage with 12-foot ceilings. You can see that these doors, the first one, the one right here where the Mini is, that's 8 feet wide. This guy here is 9. This side here is more than big enough for me to put another hoist in here and get some work done. I wanna see if I can put a 2-post in here, but the concrete is not thick enough. So I need to hack up the concrete here and basically pour a whole new slab, or at least like a little section that's deep enough for me to put eventually a 2-post in here. I think that might be a winter or springtime project, but yeah, there's definitely more than enough headroom for me to get that done. Now, if you guys can also see right here, there's a gas heater. So this is a radiant heater that has a gas line going through it, radiates heat down, and then everything that's down in here gets warm. Now, the thing is with a heater like this heats up things, it doesn't heat the air. So I might get a different gas heater, or I might get another heater so that when I'm in here in the wintertime, it's not gonna be cold. I can work in here day in, day out. And actually, on the note of cold, that is also something else that I have changing. So these 2 garage doors here, I'm swapping them out. When I bought the house, I basically, like one of the first things that I bought or placed an order for was new doors, this side and that side, because these are a little bit hacked. I'll show you guys in a bit, like I'll give you a close up. They're a little bit hacked. I wanted to change the tracks on them so that instead of them kind of being in the way right here, they're gonna go all the way up to the ceiling. And the nice thing about that too is that because they're gonna be going higher, the tracks themselves and the motor can go in more. Now, I'm not gonna be replacing these motors with similar ones. I'm gonna be mounting, or wall mounting, what the hell are they called? They're like prop mounted ones. They basically hang on the sides of the walls by the garage door, so you're not gonna have anything up top, even with the door open. The only thing that I'm actually gonna have on the ceiling is like the tops of the tracks right here for the garage doors and lights. Actually, that's a lie. I might also put up a fan, but we'll see. But lighting is definitely something that I want to put in here because this definitely needs it. It might not seem too bad because I already sanded the walls, filled the walls, painted them with the help of my mom, and it looks a hell of a lot better because you can kind of see on the ceiling, this is just insulation, drywall. It's been taped, mudded, and then they didn't really even put a coat down of paint on the ceiling or even the walls. Like, it was pretty bad. My mom and I, we spent a good amount of time making the walls and everything look terrific because they're so white right now, and I love it. With a nice set of lights inside the garage, it's gonna look so good. I can't wait. But this is gonna be the new area that all the work, all the channel, all the new YouTube stuff is all gonna be going down from. So I have enough space in here for one car to work on and another one here. My game plan is I wanna see if I can put a 2-post on this side, since there's more room on this area here for tools. And then I wanna see if I can put a 4-post on this side and have one car stored here and another one up top. Now for the 4-post, I don't need to drill into the concrete. Well, you should, but you don't have to go down. You don't need that depth of concrete where you need that for a 2-post. So I'll get into that when time comes, but guys, this is a new place and I am so excited and so happy to get this started because this project's been, it's been in the works for a little bit, and I want to, bring you guys along with me. Even when I was looking at houses, I probably looked at 10 houses. I put in offers in other places, and I'm fortunate enough that I landed this one because it's a really discouraging process. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys are in an area where you could, just let's say someone's asking a couple $100,000 for a house, you can even offer under and get it. That's killer. It's not like that, at least in this market right now, at least in Niagara in Southern Ontario. But here we are. I'm so pumped. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even show you. Let's go outside a little bit. So, 2-car garage. It's high, and it's, I would say, not quite double deep, but it's definitely deeper than most. It's deeper than my parents' garage, that's for sure. So on the side of the house here, there's like a little pad of stone where the previous owner put his trailer. Now, I obviously don't have a trailer, so it's not really that beneficial to me. However, what is beneficial to me is this. So let me open this door up. So this is one of 2 doors that opens up with a concrete pad back here. And if I want, this is enough space for me to put a car. Now let me back this up. Let me bring you guys back in the backyard a little bit. So I have 2 sheds back here. This is like for storage and crap. This one here is for the pool. Yep, above ground pool. It's a little dirty, don't judge me. I have to empty it and everything because it's starting to get cold, but yeah, guys, this is it. It's got a little, to be honest, I don't even know what these things are called, so don't roast me. Like a covering, awning, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's here. That came with the house. The sheds came with the house. Pool came with the house. Deck and everything all back here. There were a couple pieces that I had to replace because I spent a little bit of time pressure washing all the concrete, let's say back here on that side, and also the front. And while I was pressure washing, I pressure washed the whole deck because it looked a little bit green. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but it's got like a bit of a green tinge to it. And I was pressure washing this piece, and I got on the corner and it like basically nicked it right off. So I had to replace this piece of wood, and there was another one somewhere else. But yeah, guys, homeowner now. There's so many different things that I'm learning. Like when I replaced the sink inside the laundry room for that other one that I bought, I had, didn't really have any experience with any kind of plumbing or anything else like that, so I had to learn a little bit. My dad was happy to help me, teach me a couple things because he's done this stuff. He's a pretty handy guy. Quick side note, all of my neighbors are unreal. I love them. We've got a cop here, a bunch of older gentlemen here. We got some younger guys living on this side. It's a really nice, friendly area, and it's super quiet. I can't wait to ruin it and annoy the shit out of them. I'm kidding. What was I getting at? Oh yeah, laundry tub. So this tub over here was inside my laundry room. So I swapped this out because there was another one here just like this, but it was in very, very rough condition. So I swapped that out, learned a little bit of plumbing. I'm gonna learn some electrical stuff because I've got lights and everything that I need to install in here. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun learning process, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty well versed, I think, with cars. When it comes to anything else in life, yeah, not so much. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun process, but I'm gonna bring you guys along and I'm gonna give you guys some updates and everything along the way. This is the beginning of chapter 2. Chapter 1's at my parents' place. I did great there. The channel blew up and we went from, no subscribers to 300 and something thousand. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, this is the next chapter. We're gonna basically renovate the whole garage, make this look unreal. I have a bunch of work to do on my Civic. I have a bunch of work to do on my Mini, and I need to bring my Z over here so that I have all my cars here. Yeah, this place is about 25 minutes away from my parents' place. So I spent a lot of time bringing all my personal stuff over in addition to all the garage stuff. I didn't realize how much crap I had until I had to move it. Like the number of, what are they called? U-Haul boxes that I had to fill with like paints, cleaners, cleaning solutions, tools. The number of trips that I had to make from there to here is ridiculous. I spent a good amount of money on gas, not gonna lie, but it's worth it because it's all here now. And I think that route actually makes more sense than paying a mover. I didn't price it out, but I know that, typically when you do something yourself, you save yourself a bunch of money. But yeah, here we are. I know it's a little bit deceitful in the beginning, especially with that Instagram post that I sent you guys. But we're here. This is the new Millmast house. Bought a garage, came with a house. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see what else this next chapter brings me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait for you guys to stick along with me, and I'll take you guys for the ride. Thanks for watching. Peace.